My name is Jeff High. I'm founder and president of GemVision, the company that makes Matrix, the jewelry design software. Almost 15 years ago, in 2001, we released the very first version of that, and we've really come a long way. As a matter of fact, we're on the way to releasing version 8 here in September 2014. I'm here to talk a little bit about some of the features and how we got here, along with a great panel of guests. As a matter of fact, why don't you introduce yourself, Travis?
Hey, I'm Travis Serio. I work out of the GemVision North Carolina office. I'm on the development team. I do special projects and spearhead a lot of research and development for the company.
I'm Matt Bennett. I'm also out of the North Carolina office, and I'm involved a lot in matrix development as well as education.
And I'm Kent West. I work out of the Davenport office. I'm the manager of support, and I also help with development and what really goes on in Matrix.
Very good. So we're here to talk a little bit about kind of some of the features that made it into the new version, why they made it, and also to give you a little bit of the thought process behind our products. So, you know, CAD's really had a pretty interesting journey over the last 15 years. It started out as being something that was kind of mechanical, helping people really kind of just through the basics of this first part of the industry. What CAD brought to the table was a level of precision and really kind of an introduction into the digital age. Since then, we've really seen it change a lot. So now people are really using it for every aspect of their business. Almost every manufacturer uses it. Many retailers around the country and around the world are using it. So the focus has become to be more well-rounded and also to increase the speed at which somebody can make a very complex design. At one time, it was simple enough just to make a ring with a head on it and some diamonds down the shoulders. Today, we're looking at some of the most sophisticated designs really ever created. And so our journey has been to help the retailer, help the manufacturer, and really help the consumer understand what they're going to get before they get it. So guys, we've got a lot of great features. Anybody want to start with an idea to that?
Yeah, the first thing I'd like to talk about is a new thing that we have called Smart Targets. Now, in Matrix, it's real easy to make a surface, and with that surface, you can make a model. Now, you can do that all sorts of different ways, but what we've done is we've come up with a methodology where you can draw a series of points and lines, and what that allows you to do is make a very fluid surface. Now, generally, once you make a surface, if that's not right, a lot of times you'd have to go back to the drawing board. But Smart Targets lets you take and turn and twist the surface and move it around and really explore what kind of design that you'd want to get out of these targets. And so it's fast, it's easy, it's very fluid, and you can really have fun moving the design about and thinking about what you want rather than having to just always draw it the first time the right way.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. I think it adds a lot to our product. So Travis, what are you excited about?
Well, we've all seen the rise in 3D printing and what it's done for jewelry manufacturing as a whole. Almost everywhere you look, 3D printers have taken over. And so we've really focused a lot on ensuring that the designs that you create in Matrix, as complicated as they are easy to manufacture on this new generation of 3D printers. We've added a lot of tools that create the support structures needed to hold these models in place while they build. We've also spent a lot of time in developing an industry-leading model repair and fixing tool to make sure that the data that you're sending these printers is absolutely perfect, and we're very proud of it.
And you know, one of the interesting things is this is not just for one brand or one particular printer. Really, this applies to the entire spectrum. So if you've got a $100,000 Envision Tech, it's great for that. If you've got an entry-level printer, it's great for that too.
Absolutely.
So Matt, what would you like to add on that?
Well, as Kent mentioned, we are developing tools that help with very fluid and flexible and more organic shapes, I guess you could say, with the level of control that you get from the tools like the Smart Targets that he mentioned. And with that, the reason that came about was we like to keep an eye on what's trending and kind of design trends and what's popular, and we see people making the same types of models or the same components, you know, again and again and again. So it's our job to make those repetitive tasks into, you know, easy tasks. And with that, we've got a new Halo Builder. And the Halo Builder lets you create Halo-type designs, all different shapes and sizes. And it's really flexible, really fluid, and it can tie really well into these other tools like Smart Targets for optimal control.
This is actually a migration for us because we've spent the last 5 years developing a very sophisticated product called CounterSketch. Many of you might have heard of that. A lot of this technology, what Matt is talking about, really comes directly from that. It's a very well-developed piece of software. We're real proud to put it in Matrix, and you're probably going to see more tools from CounterSketch making it into Matrix over time. Jeff, anything else?
Yeah, so we've done a lot of work on taking the models that you're creating and ensuring that the data that you read for them, such as carat weight and metal weight, is extremely accurate and fast. So we've tied a brand new revision of the F6 menu into our render materials, which now store all of these weights. So you can quickly click on an object, hit F6, you can say this is 14 karat yellow gold, and it immediately tell you what it weighs in that material. With that, you probably want a nice report of all of these things so that you can print it out, either hand it to your customer, hand it to your bench people. Everything that you need to know about that model is going to be right there at your fingertips in a beautifully designed report for you.
Yeah, this has really been something that customers have wanted for a long time. Obviously, it's one thing to draw the piece of jewelry in CAD, that's great, but ultimately, how am I actually going to make it? And this really speaks to that. Another aspect that we've added is we also have a new group of stellar findings that is going to be available in our latest version. That'll be something that you'll be able to pull up and actually integrate into your design, and with one click of a button you'll be actually able to order that particular piece of jewelry. So your design could consist of a casting and several fabricated parts. We want you to be able to use those particular parts as is. It's the cheapest and most effective way for you to build a piece of jewelry, and so that's also going to be included along with pricing of those components.
Yeah, we're also excited to, speaking of the findings library, we're also going to explore another library of shanks. We've got wedding jewelry, we've got engagement jewelry, fashion jewelry, all finished goods that you can open, cut up, use, you know, explore with.
Order whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really fun because, you know, a lot of times people are starting with a blank, sheet of paper. Ultimately, they can piece and part things together quite quickly. It's a great way to model, and we've got a nice base library of styles for you to go ahead and incorporate in that.
Yep.
Right, the libraries and the reporting, like Jeff said, those are all things that the customers have been asking for, and another big thing that I think the users have asked for quite some time now is support for collaborative services like Dropbox, Google Drive, or even the ability to work from a network folder. So now our new project manager allows you to save your files and open your files from the path of your choice, whether that's Dropbox or another cloud service. So.
Yeah, when we started, there was people using one computer because they were quite expensive, and people needed one place to store it. Now at this point in time, highly collaborative. Many stores have multiple CAD designers, so this is really another era for that. Anything else, Kent? You got
there's a couple more tools that I'm real excited about. In talking about modeling, in keeping with the fluid, there's another way of modeling that we really do in Matrix, where you just draw curves to represent a shank or a shape, a pendant, and then you draw cross sections across that, how it looks. Is it dipped in? Does it have a channel in it? And so on. Well, a lot of the times, like I said before, you'd have to draw that, sweep it, make a surface, look at it, and if it wasn't right, you might have to go through some more work. Well, we've added a new system where you can just add those profiles all along the curves and move the curves. You can turn on almost like it's a piece of string and just move it about, and the surface updates. And so again, you can really design and just move things around without having to do a lot of that work over and over again.
Yep. I guess we'd like to close with just the idea that Matrix is a lot of things to a lot of people. It's not a single one focused audience. And so what we've tried to do in this latest version is not only address the modeling types like Kent was talking about, we also are addressing the educational side a little bit differently, a lot more online resources that it's going to be very exciting to learn the product with. addressing manufacturing with the CAM tools as well as the reporting and so forth, and ultimately building the product with addition of components and parts. So we think this is a really good, well-balanced, well-rounded version, has something in it for everybody, a lot of new and interesting stuff.
A lot of the ideas came from our users.
Absolutely. We always look at a combination of things, what's possible from the technology standpoint, what's trending in the market as far as styling, and of course our customer base that derives the product. And so you put all those things together, I think we're going to have a great new release for Matrix 8 coming out end of September 2014.